chose this topic because a friend of mine that I worked with for 2 years at Miss Lewis IGA left for the Marine Corps. And that's what sparked my interest in firearms. And over this past summer, Cody Gayhart, Jesse Delgado, and I went out to my aunt's house shooting, and with us we brought along an AR-15, an AK-47, and a Remington shotgun. All the bullets were relatively the same size, and the barrels were the same length, but yet the shotgun had a lot more recoil than the rest of the guns. So we were taking turns with all the guns, and nobody wanted to turn with the shotgun because the recoil hurt. It bruised our shoulders. And I thought to myself, why would the recoil for that gun be so much worse than the other ones? Because there was a lot that was similar with them, and it wasn't much different. And then the stocks were the biggest difference. The AK-47 had a hollow wood stock. The AR-15 had a plastic stock with a buffer in it, and the shotgun had a solid wood stock. So I thought, how could I make a stock that would reduce or eliminate recoil? Good evening, my name is Wyatt Klein, and I'm very excited to talk to you all about my senior project, which is making a gun stock. First, I'd like to thank my mentor, although not with us, that he did help me out in my project. He is an expert in this field because his dad is a veteran. He grew up around guns his whole life, and they have licenses to sell guns, and they both give concealed to carry permit classes. Their business is called Austin's Concealed to Carry. Isn't that Austin? I'd like to briefly touch on my research. In my research paper, I researched how accuracy and barrel length go hand in hand. The longer the barrel, the more accurate a gun is. Up until about 18 inches, that is when kinetic energy is at its peak. After 18 inches, the feet per second the bullet travels down the barrel starts to decrease. And this led me to my product because barrels are fixed in position and stocks are interchangeable very easily. So I thought I could make a stock and put it on something that would be able to compensate for recoil. In making a stock, I thought about today's modern combat and where we are fighting today, like Afghanistan and Baghdad and Iraq. And combat is mostly in city streets, close quarters, and in buildings. So I thought the stock would have to be lightweight and durable. So in thinking about that, the material that I thought to use was wood first, because it is traditional. Wood is what stocks are mostly made out of. Cardboard, because recently I saw a man made a bicycle out of cardboard that can support a person. So he doesn't know how that happened, but he was able to support a person on a bike out of cardboard. And lastly, out of a clothes hanger made of plastic. So now the inspiration from this came. When I was taking clothes out of my closet, I broke a hanger. It was really flexible, so I thought this could absorb some of the recoil. And the process I used in making all of these is demonstrated on the board. The first one I made was the wood stock. Sorry, Mr. King. The wood stock I made is right here, pictured about halfway done. The first thing I did is I found a piece of wood in the industrial tech room. It was about 15 inches long, about 8 inches high. And the first thing I did with it was I ripped it down on the table saw. I cut it along the top. I might just use this. Cut along the top, and then I cut the sides down. Made it 9 inches there, and roughly about 4.5, 5 inches that way. Then after that, I did a rough sketch of how I wanted the bottom to look and the side. And I cut them both with the bandsaw. And then after doing that, I took a drilled 4 holes, one on each of those corners, and then one in the middle. And there's hot glue where I was trying to play around with it. And I took a jigsaw and I connected the holes. Cutting out the center, it reduced weight, so made it more lightweight. cutting out the center also helped make it lightweight. But I kept the sides thick enough to where it'd still be durable and where it could withstand a lot of force. The next one I made was the cardboard one. And with this, what I did, I went to IGA, got 2 pieces of cardboard, and I took one of them, and I cut out the center of the cardboard into a rectangle, approximately 15 inches long and probably 10 inches down. And then after that, I cut it around the middle and made a triangle right there, and I had 2 identical triangles. And then I cut the edges off to make it look more like a stock. And then I cut the center out too. And then after that, I took the sides of the cardboard that was already cut from, and I made right here with that. And I just hot glued it all together. Made that. And then the last one was the clothes hanger. I took the broken one and I broke it even more into small, like 4-inch pieces. And I'm clumsy and broke another clothes hanger, so I found that in my closet. And put them all down and hot glued all the pieces together. And I arranged them to somewhat look like a stock, the best I could, with the pieces that I had to work with. Those are all the stocks I made. And in testing these, I used something that could put all the stocks on. And when I tested them, over the summer, I made something that launched like little mortars that they use at the festivals, like little balls that blow up. And I made a launcher that had a handle so I could use it to shoot them off at 4th of July. And I thought that it'd be good for the senior project because I could put the stock on it. And how I made it, so I just took one of these tubes and broke the bottom off. I put a piece of cardboard at the bottom, then made a square here in the back, and then put a handle on it. And I got some plaster from the art room, and I just wrapped the whole thing in it. And I put a lighter on the front and a thumbtack. That way, whenever the wick stuck out, I could put the thumbtack on the wick. And then the lighter was wrapped too, so it stayed there. And then I could just light it real conveniently, so it all just stayed right on it. And before I get to the video of the test, I'd like to say this has been a very positive class for me. It has helped me out majorly. It helped me out with time management skills because we have had about 40 minutes or more in class each day to work on this, but it's not enough. And we've had to take it home and work on it ourselves at home and with our mentors. And we learned paper writing skills. I didn't even really know what a research paper was opposed to a regular writing a paper. And I learned how to search through sources and find reliable ones by typing in different things in the search bar on Google. And it taught me a lot of public speaking skills. Before I was a nervous wreck when I was public speaking, and now I'm a little better than that. And I'm real good anyway, but got a little better. And now I'll play the videos of the test of each stop. And the first video is my friend Cody Gayhart, just with the mortar gun that I made. That just represents how much recoil it is, just the gun itself, so there's and then this is the first stock, it is the hanger one. And with that one, when it was shot, it eliminated the recoil completely, but the whole hanger just fell apart. It was very lightweight, so it was good in that aspect, but it was not durable whatsoever. The whole thing was kind of crumbling. And this picture right here, those are all the pieces that are just laying around on the pavement after it was shot. And then the next one is the cardboard stop. I had a lot of my car was really windy. so I did not reduce the recoil whatsoever. It was still very lightweight, and it stayed in one piece, so it was somewhat durable compared to the other one. But it didn't reduce the recoil, so it didn't serve its purpose for this project. So my central question is, how can I reduce recoil by making it stop? And the last one is the wood one.
Yeah, I'm
And that's my brother. So my essential question was, how can I reduce recoil by making a stop? And I found out through this project that I can reduce recoil by using flexible material that can absorb the recoil when shot. And that concludes my senior project.
Okay, thank you, Wyatt. 11 minutes and 16 seconds.
10 minutes.
Okay, you can log out there, honey.
All right. Can I log, or do I log out or just exit?
Just log out of your Google, because whoever, let's see, well, I have, yeah, Jessica Garcia is our last one tonight. I think she's got a presentation.
Okay.
Why, how did in your little gun that you made, how did the recoil compare to like the AK-47 and
It was more similar to the AR-15 than the AK. The AK has a little bit more. But when it didn't have a stock, it was more similar to like a little more than a 9mm.
So could you tell me again why the recoil for a shotgun is so much greater than these guns that I would have thought were much more powerful?
I want to say it's because there's more gunpowder in the bullet for a shotgun, and the stock is solid, and there's less weight to it, so it kind of throws you around more. The AK probably, it uses some of the energy from when the bullet's fired in the firing mechanism itself. In the shotgun, you pump it yourself, so it doesn't use any of the energy coming back.
What safety precautions did you take? I mean, it's kind of, some of those things are, they could really come back at you. What did you do from a safety perspective that we didn't see in this video?
Yeah, you did. Well, in the first video, my safety precaution was having my friend try it. Not the most safety oriented. And then in the other ones, I had sunglasses on. That was my eye safety.
Okay.
That's my safety.
I think you're fun.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, Wyatt, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Do we need these for a portfolio
I
also?
will keep them, yes.
Okay.
Interesting project, Wyatt. And as I told the young lady before you, you see a person who's shy up there and